Hello, I'm Mrs. J, and today we're going to cover 6.1 and 6.2, which is logs and exponential functions. And when we're working with the logs, this would be read log base b of x equals y. I think that looks better. And when you're rewriting a log, to get rid of it, start with your base and loop around. So if we have base b, this would be b to the y equals x. So you loop around. Same thing going the other way. Start with the base. Log base b of x equals y. So just loop around. When we have a base and what we're taking the log of is both the same, it leaves the exponent because they're inverses. Log base b of b to the x is x. The same thing as if we have b to the power of log of bx, it's x. When we're multiplying, you can add them. And the natural log is the same thing. If you have a natural log of xy, it's natural log x plus natural log y. Same thing with multiplication. It's both. Log base b of x, and it's the top one minus the bottom one. When you have an exponent, you can move it down in front. So these three are also the same with the natural logs. When there's no base, it's base 10. Your calculator uses base 10. The domain of a log, you can never take the log of a negative number or 0, so x has to be greater than 0. So when you have things that you're solving for, you do need to double check that your answer is not 0 or negative when you plug it in. The log of any base 1 is 0. So these same rules are for the natural log. Natural log of 1 is 0, just like the log. The natural log of e to the x, just like our b's here, the inverse of the natural log is e. So you can think of them as canceling and they leave x. You can go the other way too. E to the natural log of x would just be x. And anything to the 0 power is 1. To write in log form, rather than trying to memorize the formula, to get rid of e, you just take the natural log of both sides. And think of them as canceling. So 6x equals the natural log of 125. And then we would, in order to solve this one, divide by 6. Natural log of 125 over 6. Now, depending on your calculator, some of them you push the ln button first, and the ln on mine is here. And then I put 125, close my parenthesis, and then divide by 6. So you want to make sure you're entering it right. Some calculators you put 125, hit the natural log, and then divide by 6. Again, to get rid of the e, we're going to take the natural log of both sides. So that leaves the natural log of 1/3. This cancels and leaves 0.4 t, and then divide by the 0.4. Plugging into our calculator again. So the natural log, 1/3 divided by 0.4. Negative 2.7465, depending on how many places you need to go. Let's look at a few more. Okay, following our log rules, we could combine these. When you have the same base, you add the exponents. So that would be 2, adding them to the 24, and then to the 8th, which is log base 2 of 2. An exponent to an exponent you multiply, which is 192. And then these are the same bases. You can think of it as canceling. And it leaves the exponent 192. So we have log 12/7. Remember, when it's no base, it's base 10. Now this one, you could just practice plugging it into your calculator. Since it's base 10, log is right above the natural log. And it's 12 divided by 7. Now this is the same as log 12, top one minus the bottom one. Notice if we do that, log 12 minus log 7, we get the 0.234. This is not the same. These cannot be, you have to do top and bottom separately. So we do log 12, close the parenthesis, divided by log 7. 1.277 approximately. So they are not the same. Be careful of that. Expanding logs, remember those log rules. When you're multiplying, they become addition. So this is log x squared plus log of y. This one's in the denominator, so it's subtracted. And then the squared can come down in front. And there you go. And this one, the x can be rewritten to the 1/2, and since this is multiplied, it becomes an addition. So this is natural log of x to the 1/2 plus the natural log of y, and then the 1/2 comes down in front. 1/2 natural log x plus the natural log of y. This one is similar. Here's our multiplication. So it's the log x minus 1 cubed plus the log x plus 1. And then the exponent comes down in front. 3 log x minus 1 plus log x plus 1. Okay. And that's pretty much 6.1.